Well, it seems that Fazio got away with everything in life for free. They even buried him for free. Oh my God. Well, we're going to set up our official Bury Me Fund. Oh, it's real. We know exactly where, and it's not here in Van Tyen. We know exactly where me and the lovely Gilda's resting grounds will be. Yes, we do. In fact, prior to Mr. Michael Thomas Fazio passing away, we already were working on things like for future funeral expenses because you need to plan that. No, there's nothing wrong with me, but shit happens to me or her, both of us. And you don't want to put the burden on the family. And I think this is going to be my official ongoing Let's Bury Frank Fund. You should get some enjoyment out of that. No. Nothing wrong with me. I'm not planning to go anytime soon. Certainly, I hope not. But things happen in life, and you got to prepare for it. I didn't go around scamming anybody here. Fazio scammed everybody in life, and even in death he's scamming them. Everything was a free ride to Mr. Fazio, wasn't it? This is, I don't know, what you call it, ironic? I don't know what you'd call this, really. He's still getting everything paid for him. Oh, I don't know. I figure since I've entertained you for how many years now, we should put an official Let's Bury Frank Fund. You should be willing to donate to my Gcash for that. This will be an ongoing fund. Oh, I'm not kidding. We actually have a meeting set up sometime in March at a very beautiful location. In the center, it'll be a lawn plot. It will accommodate me, hopefully in that order. Then, the lovely Gilda. It'll be a plot for 2 people. It'll have a ground stone. They don't put these headstones up much anymore. It's just a concrete ground stone and write whatever the hell you want to write on there. Like, goodbye world, it was a wild ride, or haha, all you suckers out there that have to live to see the Earth's destruction. Whatever I want to put on there. Frank's Burial Fund. Just the thought of that should entice you. Think about it. Gcash is in my description box, and this is going to be an ongoing fund. It's real. The fund is real. It actually is. Let's Bury Frank Fund. Who's the first to donate to that? Let's be real about this. Funeral costs are very expensive these days, and I'm totally broke. My legal costs have stripped me of my pride and dignity in my bank account. At least bury me. At least bury me. So, the birth of the official Let's Bury Frank Fund. Oh, it's real. Oh no, it's real. We did a lot of thinking about this. That's what prompted us, especially when you see what happened with Michael Fazio. You got to cover your ass, literally, And I never expect a free ride. But then again, I never charged you really for all my entertainment all this time. Did I really? I didn't spend countless shows for 8 to 10 years asking people for money so I could buy an Xbox or a pack of cigarettes or some booze, did I? No, I never did any above. The Let's Bury Frank Fund. And Gilda. The lovely Gilda, might I ask. Go to my description box. Be generous. I guarantee you, this will be going toward the exact thing I'm talking about. Now, it's really going to cut into our budget. We're going to have to pay this in full in March to get the best price. But it's going to strip us naked. My God, with all these legal expenses and everything going on, it's going to strip us naked. But you got to bury somebody. Got to have some dignity instead of throwing them in a cardboard box or something. No, we're not going to do it that way. When I go, I want to go out in style. Not necessarily style, but properly. We're certainly not going to say where. My God, I'd never give you the location. If something happened to me and I had to get buried, that's the last thing I'm going to give anybody, to let them know. This is a place that'll be very well maintained. Very well maintained. So if somebody pisses on my grave, they could clean it off. But that's why I don't want anybody to know where it is. But the fund is real. The fund is actually real. Let's Bury Frank Fund. And Gilda. Both of us. It's really hard to come up with that kind of chunk of cash, man. I'm telling you. We're goddamn cash poor around here, man. $136,700 something. $136,715 or something like that. Dollars. No, pesos, excuse me. Not dollars. Oh my God, really? Pesos. So who's going to be the first donation on here? Let's Bury Frank Fund. You think I'm kidding? I'm actually not. I think it's really smart for those to plan ahead, and I generally do these things. But even prior to the passing of Mr. Michael Thomas Fazio, we were already thinking about shit like this. For example, we already kind of registered, just going to make our first, we're just going to do that one in payments. It's not really much for the funeral expenses, period, procession, all that. Yeah, you know, I mean, I'd sooner be thrown in a 50-gallon barrel and throw some goddamn gasoline in there and just, you know, keep the ashes or something, but I guess you can't do that out here. I guess not. And then I wouldn't be a sucker, man. This is a real fund. That's not a sucker bet. It's not a sucker bet. It's Let's Bury Frank Fund. No, it's real. I'm planning ahead. I mean, a guy's got to take care of business. Many people don't plan for this. Something happens, and then, oh my God, something else comes up, You're not prepared for it. You don't want to put the burden on the family. Look at Michael Fazio. The burden was put on his donators. He got away in life getting you to buy him shit. Scammed you. Took money for a supposed hotel build. Sound familiar? And all through the years, not only did you give him money that he also abused, but you gave money to bury the motherfucker. Boy, talking about a free ride in life and death. He got a free ride. He's been doing that all his life. Hey, I had to work to get my Social Security. It wasn't free. He never worked on the books. Just like the other guy that thought he was a wise guy. Fuck paying immigration. I shouldn't have to pay those fees. Now he's paying for it in another way. The Let's Bury Frank Fund. It is a real fund. Payment option is in the description. It's called GCash. You can pay by Remitly, which will probably get you over to the GCash. That's another way if you don't live in the Philippines. The Let's Bury Frank Fund. There you go. The fund is real. The fund is real. No payment in life, but maybe payment in death. Let's prepare for the obvious, folks. We should all prepare. Every one of us. And that's what I'm doing. And we appreciate it, actually. Imagine that, getting away all your life, having people pay for your food, pay for your tools, and everything else. You didn't want to work for it. No. Then you put the burden of your debt on somebody else. Well, I'd understand if a person worked hard all their life or pretended to work. But I put my time in. I did. I wouldn't be getting a Social Security pension if I didn't. They don't just give money to you. That's not the way it works. Okay. Last I heard, Frisbee was like a caged bobcat. And new updates. Daniel Wood, we are not talking about the Frisbee. There is a active trial case going on. We can't have any discussions about the man you call Frisbee. It's taboo on my show. The Let's Bury Frank Fund. There you go. That's a newbie on here. Anyway, I gotta go to the store. Do it come on for a quickie here. 136,700 pesos. 136,700 and change. That will be the burial plot. That'll encompass for me and the lovely Gilda when her time comes after mine. Let's have some fond memories in advance. Now, we can't tell you where this is, obviously, but it's a real location. It's pretty. It's a lawn type of lot. Oh, yeah. It's maintained regularly, and we wouldn't be thrown into some above-the-ground type of vault that they have to clean out every now and then for the next victim. No, sir. That's not where we're being buried. No, sir. Not at all. So there you go. And I gotta go. Well, gotta go out. I'm not leaving the earth yet. The Let's Bury Frank Fund. This is an active fund. Please see description for my GCash. Oh, I'm serious. I know you'd love to bury me somewhere. Let's do it legitimately. How's that? I think that's a novel idea. A really legitimate fund. And receipts can be given at any time. Only to hide, though, the location, though. That's the problem. Anything contributed will go toward this fund. Let's Bury Frank Fund. That should make your day. How's that?